You may be dreaming about the future, but the big question is, are you financing it? Without funding, vision is a rocket without an engine, a vehicle without fuel, and a dream without legs. Well, at the end of the day, you're going to need a financial partner who has more than flashy branding and bottom line objectives. You need a financial service provider that values spiritual vision, kingdom thinking, responsible stewardship, and tenured relationships. The Bible shows us that collaborative relationships are an invaluable asset that must be part of the financial and visual equation of your ministry. Let me illustrate. We are all familiar with the splendor of Solomon's temple. However, we usually only celebrate and remember the back end of that story instead of the front end. The front end speaks of a man named Hiram, who was the king of Tyre and had a long-standing relationship with King David and his son Solomon. Hiram supplied Solomon with cedar and cypress and gold to build the temple, the royal palace, and 2 other structures as well. But there was a time when Solomon's vision exceeded his resources. There was a time when Solomon needed a financial partner to help make his vision a reality. 1 Kings chapter 9 describes a financial partnership between these 2 kings that became a win-win situation. Solomon gave Hiram 20 cities in Galilee as collateral to help finance the construction materials needed for the projects. Hiram saw more than figures. He saw divine potential in Solomon's vision, and he had a relationship with Solomon that was stronger than any contract or underwriting process. Well, it ended up working out because those cities are later mentioned as part of Israel again, which means Solomon either paid the loan off or bought the cities back. So the splendor of all those things that we associate with Solomon's success was made possible partly because of a loan from a lender who valued integrity, relationship, and spiritual potential. 2 Chronicles chapter 5 speaks about the day that the temple was opened and dedicated. The glory of God fell so strongly in the temple that the priests could no longer stand or complete their work. And the question is, what was happening in the larger picture? Well, I'll tell you what was happening. Every person behind the scenes of Hiram's loan to Solomon became part of a miracle. Crews on ships that floated cedar logs from Tyre were part of the supply chain of God's glory. The millions of tasks behind unimaginable shipping caravans became part of the nation's divine destiny and place in prophecy. Now, I have found the Church Extension Plan is that kind of friend to the Rocky Mountain Ministry Network. And that's why I would encourage you to give them an opportunity to strategize with you on the front end of your ministry story. Whether it's financing your vision by expanding your facilities, investing your personal or church reserves, or planning now for retirement that will enable you to live with peace and dignity in your golden years, CEP is there to help. Why not start the conversation today? Reach out to them and text the word CEP to 720-650-7575. Text the word CEP to 720-650-7575.